This is Money, Motivation, and Mike, and I am your host, Michael Wainwright. In charge of the show is Jason Wright. And hello to you, world. This is the show that can and will change your life. First of all, Jason, 250,977 is the number of the day. And probably by the time this episode is over, we'll be at 251,000. Congratulations.
Impressive work.
I just get on here and run my mouth, and then you get out there and expose me. And somehow we are just a couple of bodies away from 251,000. We started this year right at 100,000.
Yeah.
And our goal, I don't even know how we overachieved to say, let's get 250,000.
Yeah.
When it took us 2.5 years to get 100. Here we go. In 11.5 months, 10.5 months, we are at 200. We've basically gained 150,000 viewers on our YouTube channel.
Exponential growth.
Incredible. And that is a December the 31st goal. Once again, talking about writing down and keeping your goals at the forefront of your thoughts, it can happen. And we were a little bit behind on July 1st.
Yeah.
And look what we've done in the last 4.5 months.
Turned it around.
Woo, we're a blessed show. Thank you. We continue to fake them out and bring good quality information to the wavelengths. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will figure out between now and December the 31st what our goal will be for 2026. Some reason they like to hang out with us a couple of minutes a week. I don't know. But we're not going to ask questions. We're definitely not going to second guess them.
Right.
Yeah. We're just going to keep on bringing it. And as we go into 26 and we'll be finishing up 4 years, I'll have some good stuff for us. Now, I'm just a little excited right now about some stuff, but I'm going to start off with The View.
Oh boy.
And isn't that ABC?
It is.
Sunny Halston. You familiar with her?
Yes.
Okay. Here this last week, they basically were talking about female politicians, female presidents, et cetera, et cetera. And of course, Allison, I think her name's Farrah Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
She's on there, and these two are going at it. So let me give you a quote from Sunny Halston. Quote, "Because of my lived experience as an Afro-Latina, I'm able to look at this world through a different perspective. And I'm able to tell this country and tell this audience and tell my fellow co-hosts some uncomfortable truths. This is a country based on racism and slavery and fondling in it. There is racism every day. I've never met anyone who raises their hand and says, I am a racist." Well, now they're out there.
Yeah.
There are. However, there are people that seem to be able to look the other way when it comes to racism. And then she doubled down by telling the viewers, don't tell me this country is ready for a black woman in the presidential spot. Now, the viewers and listeners on this show of Money, Motivation, and Mike, I'm going to tell you, Jason, not because our viewers and listeners are uneducated. It's because it's been so long ago. I would bet that most of our viewers and listeners couldn't tell you when slavery ended.
Right.
Because it's been so long ago. All right? I mean, we're approaching 250 years.
Yeah.
Of no slavery. Probably 225. I couldn't tell you the exact date.
Yeah.
How many people do you think that live today, Jason, had anything to do with slavery?
None.
I'm going to go with 0.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 0 on the oldest people in this country's parents and grandparents had nothing to do with slavery. We are generations removed from slavery. I understand racism still exists. And as I've said before, maybe I don't identify it as well as other people because I grew up in an athletic department with a lot of black folk that I still call friends to this day, that I still meet with to this day. And I'm also a white male who doesn't get up every day thinking about racism. But this lady just said, this is a country based on racism and slavery. That's present tense, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
That just blows me away. And it's probably why I don't watch The View.
Yeah.
Dude, does she really believe that? Okay. Now remember this.
I don't know if she believes it, but she definitely uses it.
Maybe it's propaganda. But here we go. She's an African Latina. All right? I call it Latino, but in this particular, her quote, it says Latina. All right? She's got two minority items in her life. Okay? She not only has, I don't know if her mom or dad is African American. I'm not for sure what the makeup is. And all this racism.
Mm-hmm.
She's on TV.
Yeah.
She's got an incredible job. She's probably closer to the top of the food chain than are a lot of other people.
Yeah. And if you consider who's sitting across the table from her on this show.
Yep.
Oh, Whoopi Goldberg.
Yep.
I mean, she's very successful.
Oh, the whoopster.
Yeah.
Yep. But come on.
I wish you'd go back to acting. I'm tired of hearing her political stance on everything.
Well, it's like a lot of the other people that we know and love too. I mean, it drives me. I can't say that I do it all the time because there are some that I've got to watch. I've got to watch Goodfellas, but I try not to watch Robert De Niro shows anymore.
Yeah,
because I just
he's got some seriously crazy takes nowadays.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Quit running your mouth.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Right.
And nevertheless, I just thought that was a worthy comment. Don't tell me this country is ready for a black woman. All right. Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Did not falter in my eyes because she was a black woman.
No.
She faltered because she wasn't qualified.
Yeah.
She wasn't qualified, Jason, to be the vice president.
No. She comes off to me as, to be honest, an idiot. But take Michelle Obama and put her in place of where Kamala was.
I think that would
have been a lot closer election.
I think that would have been superior.
Yeah.
I've never looked at First Lady Obama as an idiot.
No.
I mean, she always, to me, looks, speaks, and acts like she's got her act together.
Right.
Now, maybe she comes up short in a presidential election, but and frankly, in 2016, and I realize Hillary Clinton's not black.
Yeah.
I didn't feel any way that Donald Trump would have won that election in 2016.
Yeah, a lot of other people didn't either.
I was already trying to figure out how I was going to deal with Bill Clinton being the first lady.
Is that what you call him? I don't even know what you call him, to be honest.
But nevertheless, that was her comments. It's out there in left field. All right, moving right along, because I've got to get to something here that's just driving me crazy. But before I do that, and this is along those lines. This is along the lines, and I just said that this all ties together.
Yeah.
Slavery and racism. Okay. Now here are sports. This is Division I sports, college athletes, sports with the lowest percentage of D1 athletes. Men's volleyball. Okay?
Makes sense.
Yep. 0.7.
Yeah.
Not even a percentage. Men's wrestling. 2.7. I actually, men's wrestling is a pretty big deal in Division I NCAA sports. Women's volleyball, 3.9. Now, and this one really blows me away. Women's basketball, a low conversion rate of 3.9 as well of high school players to Division I. This is all compliments of USA Today. And it's kind of I understand that the volleyball is two people. The ones that make a lot of money is the doubles that play on the sand.
Yeah. What is typically what you see in the Olympics and stuff.
Yeah. But we have a women's basketball association, the WNBA.
Yeah.
They have a bona fide professional league. And it surprises me that you're at 3.9% of your high school players go and play Division I basketball. Now, of course, I understand that football is going to be at the highest because it takes 11 people to play. Mm-hmm. And I still believe it's unfair with the number of scholarships that are given to the football programs versus the spring sports. But that's just the way it is. And maybe someday it will even out. Today it does not. All right. So from our view, the view on ABC, racism and slavery, to Division I sports and the low numbers, I've now got to get to my really big bone to pick today, Jason. Texas A&M and South Carolina played a football game last week. And let me set the scene here for you because we're going to put this up on the screen and I'm going to walk you through this. But South Carolina was putting it on Texas A&M in the first half. Texas A&M is one of the, I think they're ranked third in the country. They're undefeated. Mm-hmm. And South Carolina's record is more towards the bottom. Couple of wins, whole lot more losses. And they're at College Station, where Texas A&M is. And South Carolina's running away with this game. It's already 23-3, 23-6, something like that in the second quarter.
Yeah.
And now a South Carolina football player takes off. 80-yard touchdown run, reception and run. Pulls up his hamstring, has a little hamstring pull there at the end. And to try to walk it off, run it off, kind of keeps jogging up through the tunnel. A couple of his teammates follow him up there, maybe to help him get back. Now we've got three big old football players, shoulder pad to shoulder pad, not staggered behind each other. I mean, it's basically a wall, that are now walking back down the tunnel to go back onto their field. And they are intercepted by Texas Highway Patrol, who is there on security for the game. Roll this tape, sir.
For a first down, Harbor's got great speed. The track star is free. Inside the 30, inside the 10.
Okay.
Into the end zone.
Now he's coming up limping.
Touchdown, South Carolina.
Now he's holding his hamstring. Goes up in the tunnel.
Nick Harbor holding his leg.
There you go. The announcer's already talking about it. Now here comes the three of them back down the tunnel. All right? And here comes the Highway Patrol. All right, stop it. 27 was on the left side, right side coming down the tunnel. He actually turns his left shoulder to try to get out of the way of the Highway Patrol. Mm-hmm. All right? Mm-hmm. Now, we're also focusing here on Nick Harbor, number 8. Keep going. All right. So, just 3 feet before this contact, number 8 looks down. And he looks up right as the Highway Patrol is getting to him. Okay? Mm-hmm. You can already see number 8 with his right shoulder back just a little bit behind his left shoulder, like he's trying to make a little bit of a turn. Watch the highway patrol. Look at there. Stop. All right. Did you see him flare out his arms?
Yeah.
After he went through the football players, his arms were out to his side and his elbows had raised closer towards his neck than down by his ribs. And now the highway patrol turns around and starts lecturing them and pointing at them. What the heck is he doing on the football field, Jason?
Right.
These guys just ran up the tunnel. Do you think they're going home? They're coming back on the field. What are you doing in their way?
And you notice at the end of this, he's walking up there with some intent, like he's going to do something. But after this is all said and done, he doesn't even end up going up into there.
No, he followed them back down the deal.
Exactly.
Yeah, lecturing them.
Yeah.
Roll that, continue on. There you go.
It's
What you're saying is he's walking back down. What would you go up there for?
What was you going up there for in the first place?
Okay. I understand they're off the football field.
Mm-hmm.
They're still in the football arena, let's say.
Yeah.
All right. They come out of tunnels. They go into tunnels. This guy, as was announced on the broadcast, after he crosses the line, goes straight to his right hamstring and holding it with his back right hand and just kind of jogs, trying to jog it off up through the tunnel.
Yeah.
A couple of his teammates go after him. And now they're coming back, and they are a wall. They're all walking side by side, you know?
Yeah.
Because they're basically there to support their teammate who only scored a touchdown, but he might be a little injured. What is the highway patrol even doing going up the tunnel? What are you doing, man?
Right.
This is why, Jason, police get a bad rap.
Yep. That's true.
It only takes one.
Yep.
It only takes one of the shooting the black kid getting pulled over or being chased, and it ruins it for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's a 1% issue.
All right. And lots of these cases where a person gets shot, we don't actually get to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and actually what happened, the deal up in Minnesota back in 21-22, St. Paul, Minneapolis, and lots of these things doesn't happen. This is blatant. This is in black and white. It's not even dark.
Yeah.
We got the sun shining down on this deal. What are you doing? Now, obviously at this time, he's probably getting paid by Texas A&M, or maybe it's an affiliate. Now the university owns that stadium. Yeah. And so he's there on security, taking care of the business there. And it's not for the security of the players, to patrol the players. It's the security of the audiences, the attendees running onto the field, et cetera, and causing havoc. And all this dude just did is put the spotlight on something where it shouldn't have been, and he has put the spotlight on himself. Now, by the way, he was relieved of his duties at halftime. Now, a very unfortunate thing, and this is as of the recording of this particular episode. The Texas Department of Public Safety, that the Texas Highway Patrols work for, is yet to take action.
Yeah. Last thing I saw was opening an investigation.
Under investigation.
Yeah.
What do you need to investigate? What do you see here?
Yeah. The visuals of it is very bad.
Like I say, the guy he's lecturing and pointing at,
Yeah.
he's got his head down. So obviously he's not just jawing the highway patrol. Get out of my way, blah, 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 blah.
To me, there's the footage that you look at, and you ask him one question: what was you thinking? What was you doing? And based on that, a conclusion can be made.
And it always brings you back to the guy, and I'm not even going to say the gal, even though we have a lot of female police officers in this day and age. The guy with the badge and the guy with the gun. Most of them can handle it, and some of them can't. And I've known some that can't. I've known some that should not be carrying a gun. I've known some that should not be on the force. They exist.
Yeah.
I knew one very well. And I was always concerned. Let me put it this way. When he showed up at my back door, I didn't open it. That tells you anything.
Yeah.
So, just disturbing to me that we have an adult in an official capacity. He's not even a teacher. He's law enforcement to protect and to serve. Banging around on some student athletes from South Carolina. 18, 19, 20, 21, whatever they are. Minding their own business. It's that word that a lot of people don't like. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
It is pathetic, and it's even worse that the Texas Department of Public Safety hasn't done anything about it, has not taken action. And I'll assure you, there's thousands and thousands of eyes and ears waiting on them. A&M took action. He wasn't even there for the second half. They didn't need to go put it under investigation. They didn't need to run it by the Board of Regents.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't need to ask the football coach what he wanted to do. They had common sense, Jason. They knew what to do. Am I seeing a ghost? No. You're seeing it black and white on TV. Actually, colored TV.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Excuse me. I do know. It's a crock of crap.
Yeah.
And see, that's one of the reasons we have 250,000 viewers and listeners, because we just tell it how it is. We don't sugarcoat around it. You may not like it, but that's just the way it is. You can always contact us at info@mx3.vip and find all of our new content in mx3.vip or on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@mx3podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified of all of our new content, which comes out every Monday morning around 9 o'clock. And don't forget to go down into the comment section. I'd love to hear what most of you have to say about the video that Jason ran here for us today. And oh, by the way, Texas A&M came back and won that game. They're down 30-3 at half.
They came back and won that?
Largest comeback in Texas A&M football school history.
Very nice. Very nice.
So, once again, for everyone who's been a part of this show, money, motivation, and might, continue to live your life the right way.